Hello and welcome back to Cargo Creations. If you're a first-time viewer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. If you are a subscriber already, welcome back. And here we are in the Magic Kingdom. And yes, it is total chaos. We are doing a big renovation and move. If you haven't watched us in a while, we are moving the entire park to another area of the basement to finish off this area of the basement as a bedroom, and we are also remodeling and expanding the park as we do it. As you can see over here, we no longer have Adventureland or Frontierland and or the Liberty Square area, and it is all over at the other side of the basement. We're going to get right into this massive update right now. You guys can see, though, I do want to show you guys the kitchen table. I've always talked about the kitchen table, and this is the bed frame here, and that's what's been holding this up. We've got a couple legit tables underneath here. We've got a lot of different things, and we're going to show you guys that as we go through the remodel here. But this is what the park's looking like right now in the current location. It's even a little dim over here because I've got some of the lights out and it's over at the other area. And so let's get right to that right now. So as we go through the basement here, we've got some other tables. We've got the treadmill moved. We got the weights moved. And this is what we're currently looking at here. So if you guys have been with us, let's take a little recap here. We're looking at Adventureland. Obviously, Adventureland over here is about 4 times bigger than it was in the original park. So we have updated a lot of things. Let's take a look here. I'll get the light over here for you guys. We've got the Jungle Cruise has expanded tremendously. I've just got done working on the water area here underneath the marquee to Adventureland. That's coming along real good. And off into Adventureland here, I've got some Mills plates down, and we've got Aladdin's Magic Carpet Ride. And looking over at Pirates over there, let's take a look over on the other side here. This is coming along pretty good as well, looking more and more like the actual ride. Sorry about the shadowing. I do not have the lights up yet, so we've just got a couple lights going, so I've got to bring those over, but I can't do it too easily because I've got to be able to see to move everything. So everything's kind of in disarray here, but here is the Pirates of the Caribbean. We're working on that, and you can kind of see the train track, the Walt Disney World Railway. That's going to be not impeded this time as we make this move. But got a lot still to work on in Pirates here. And of course, I have moved some of Frontierland and Liberty Square. Actually, I'm going to really expand Liberty Square in this build as well, and I'll show you that in a second here. But here's the Avatar section of Jungle Cruise. I know it doesn't have that section in the real ride, but I wanted to use that IP, and it gave me a good way to separate Pirates of the Caribbean with this wall structure from the Jungle Cruise. So that kind of, I had that in the other park, obviously, but it kind of separates that, and it's much more noticeable here as we look at the new Jungle Cruise. So let's come around over here, and we do see we've got all the translucent plates on the water, and that's what I just finished here, the water underneath Adventureland, which leads up into Frontierland and the water around Tom Sawyer's Island. And yes, we have moved Splash Mountain, formerly known as Splash Mountain, now Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it's looking pretty good. I've still got a lot of work to do filling that in with greenery. They really went green with that, so I've got to really up my game with the greenery on that, but it's coming along there. I moved Big Thunder Mountain, no problems moving that. It was touch and go at times, but no problems with that. And we also have moved the Haunted Mansion. So if we look at the Haunted Mansion here, you guys can see we're going to put that at an angle so we actually see the the viewing of the Haunted Mansion. So if I come down here where we'll be looking at the park from this angle here, you guys can see that we can actually see the front of that. And the castle is going to be in this range here, because as we come down, again, since I added the Crystal Palace, the Casey's Corner is going to be right here, and then we'll be looking down Main Street this way, back towards the train station. But the train station itself, I've made this area here, this piece of wood here is able to lift off, and I've got some support underneath it. If you can see there, that's how I made that. So I can move that, and I've got a hole over there so I can actually get to that area, so I can fix anything and get to things. And I'm gonna just take the railroad track and go over against the wall over there and build a little platform there for the train to go over. Train should be all level this time. I've got to work on behind there, behind the park there, but definitely will be working to get it level so it just is really smooth as it goes around. So I've got Tom Sawyer's Island here. Got some different colored base plates. I am going to actually tile that with the translucent tiles too. Here's my little box of that there. And obviously the key right now was to get the Haunted Mansion over here. And then we got Rapunzel's in the bathroom. That's going to lead into Fantasyland on this side here, but right here will be a Liberty Square. And I'm also going to try to leave a little pothole right here that I can come up through like that one over there, so I can get to this region here. Would be the looking at the castle would be the left side there. And so Liberty Square, my plans for that is obviously the Christmas village, or the Christmas shops and that, but the Hall of Presidents, and that's on the way. That's one of my goals, is to get the Hall of Presidents in this rendition of the park. So that is one of my major goals for this go around. So lots of things going on. Obviously, we are going to have the Frontierland buildings. We got a saloon here. We're going to have some other ones. I'm trying to get, another goal of mine is to get the Country Bear Jamboree. That's a crowd favorite for a lot of people. They're redoing that, doing the show. So I thought I would try to introduce that in this region here. We're also going to have buildings in Adventureland here for, as we go down towards Magic Carpet Rides of Aladdin there. So that's kind of what we're looking at. It is a mess around here, but you can kind of see the space that I have with the weights kind of moved a little bit there. As we look here, you can kind of see that I'm going to be able to go with Main Street in the middle there, and then have, Fantasyland and Tomorrowland in this region. I'm probably going to mimic how I made the tables on one side and make them on the other here. So I know it's not the most ideal with the white tables and that, but I've got the tables. I'm trying to, remember, mine is more on trying to pinch the penny there, and use what I have. And that's why you see some of I'm not even mills plating right now in Frontierland. We are going to hold off on the mills plating there. Fantasyland is mills plated because I started that before. If you guys recall, as we take a look over there, let's go back over to the original park here, and you can kind of see back here where I have Snow White's, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That's all mills plated, along with Little Mermaid and the Belle's Castle. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Still have Main Street intact here, as you can see. up here in the resort area, I've got all the floats lined up here. Not all of them, but most of the floats are lined up here, along with the pirate ship. And so we've got just a mess, pretty much a mess all over the place. But the progress is happening. And again, like I said, I'm going to take you guys through that process too, as we not only build the park and remodel the park, but I'll show the process as I remodel this this room here. I'm going to make this into a bedroom here. So I'll probably bring you along with that as we update the park. I'll probably update that process for you. Just to, that's more building as we go here. Another goal of mine is to get to make sure I get Tinkerbell. I want to try to get some movement with her coming down from the castle there for the firework display. So got a lot to do, a lot of work with moving these lights as well. So, and the clouds. So we've got a lot that we are still going to be working on as time goes by here. So hopefully you guys like the updates. Give me some input. Tell me what you guys want to see. Give me some ideas, things that maybe could be better. Go ahead and shoot them at me. Obviously, I'm limited to what I can do depending on cost and things of that nature. But I really like the feedback. We're trying to grow the channel just so we can reach as many as we can Disney followers, Lego builders, and until next time, guys, we really appreciate you guys following, liking, sharing. Go ahead and mention us to friends and family, and we really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye now.